welcome back to the Otter Creek in Rio Grande. It's a beautiful Thanksgiving day, and I've done a lot of work in the layout room to clean it up for guests for viewing, and who knows, maybe I'll get lucky and a son-in-law or someone might want to run a train. So I'm not wanting to do anything in the train room whatsoever. And I have been wanting to experiment by building a diorama for a while. So what I've got here is a bunch of foam, some track, and I'm going to go ahead and use the Katy grain elevator as a subject for the diorama. Now, I don't know exactly where this is going to go. I want to experiment, I think, in this area with some mountains. I'm not trying to build something that would work in any kind of contest or anything like that. I'm wanting to try some different techniques, especially with painting, and kind of an overall postage stamp scene that I haven't really done before on a piece of plywood. You know, the primary reason is twofold: learning, and to also give me something to do over this long weekend, and maybe something to do of an evening where I don't want to really dive deep into what's going on in the layout room. I can come out here from time to time and work on this a little bit at a time and feel good about what's going on with it. I'm trying to not put just a whole heck of a lot of thought into this. I'm just wanting a few elements, and I want to try different techniques kind of blended in with each other. And I for sure want, I think, a creek or a river. As well. And then, you know, some kind of hill. I want some areas that absolutely I'll carve with a knife, do some painting, and see how well I can blend everything together. I'm not 100% sure how well you can see what I've done, but I've just gone in and removed kind of a stair step of where, you know, if the water gets real high, maybe it undercuts some of the looser soil in here. You know, I just want there to be some relief in here. I think most of this will probably be rock color. Not sure yet, but I'm liking how this has turned out. I think now I need to kind of figure out what's going to take place over here and behind. I've glued some random pieces of foam together that needs to dry probably overnight before I begin carving. And I've also got some road bed down. It also probably needs to dry overnight before I do much else with it. And I want to go ahead and figure out what's going to go on with a building foundation. So this is like 1/8 inch and this is 1/4, so it's going to be just a little bit higher, which I think is fine. I think I need to glue this down. I need to seal the wood so that I can glue this on first thing in the morning and then kind of let everything dry. Then I think I will be ready to kind of begin messing with some other things. We're at the workbench and everything is glued, I think, that needs to be glued. The foam's down, the wood is sealed. I've got the track glued to the road bed and everything's ready to kind of get started. And I've done, I think, most of the carving that I want to do along the river bank. And I'm kind of experimenting with this area in here. I don't know how easy it is to see, but just kind of making these cracks a little more defined. If you look over on this end, you can see I haven't done any of that at all on this side. And I think my plan is to leave a few places where I haven't done it to see, you know, how when it paints up, what is the difference? You know, if it's something that, because this is time consuming, going in and tracing every little line, or at least all of the bigger lines. It's time consuming. Does it really help versus not doing it? All about experimentation. Now, I think the next thing that I need to do is continue working on this. And you know, I tried to film this, but you know, I'm moving it around and everything, and I kind of have to have it 8 or 10 inches from my face, so just didn't really work. So I've got the rest of this up here to complete, and once I get it done, then it'll just be a matter of figuring out where exactly this goes. And then I think the next step is going to be coming in with fast mache or whatever it is to meld everything together, I guess. I've got some ideas of how I want to do this, because obviously I want to be able to remove it and put it on the layout and put it back in. So I don't know, we'll see where we go from here. I'm calling the rock outcropping complete. I just need to hit it with a heat gun, and same thing with all of this. I'm going to go in with a heat gun and kind of shrink back the small pieces. And now I've got this exactly where it needs to be, I believe. And I'm trying to come up with a way that maybe I can create a spot here where, I don't know how to explain it, I can build up just a little bit of ground right up next to the structure, and hopefully it will bring everything up to the building in a natural way that nature maybe had a hand in. Which I know the best way to probably do that was just a little bit of static grass all the way around, you know, some small stuff and some weeds here and there. But I would like to be able to sculpt and mold all of this. So I think that's kind of where I'm at now. I think I'm ready to come in with sculpt and mold and kind of blend everything together. that this is looking pretty good at the moment. I've still got one small area back over here, if I can show it, where the road that would come through here exits. I do want a little bit of something in there to reflect a dirt road, but I don't really want to mix that up at the moment. So I think I'm going to let this dry completely, and once it's dry, I think I can begin painting. Now, the track is Code 55 Microengineering pre-weathered rail. I don't really care about the pre-weathered part of it, but I think getting that painted and ballasted and just kind of getting a base coat over everything is the next step. All right, I think we will call it quits for this video, and we will see what happens on the next one. Stay tuned. Thanks for watching the Otter Creek and Rio Grande.